Welcome back. Want a good reason to get outside this weekend and get active? Well, get ready for the first ever Biking is for Everybody Festival.
Yeah, on Sunday it's the first ever Riding for Everybody Festival. It's getting a 10 a.m. start and goes until 2 p.m. at Back Cove Park in Preble Fields. That's located right across the street from Hannaford. Joining us this morning to talk about the event is Pete Ryan. He's the executive director of the Portland Wheelers. That's the organization putting on the event. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me. That's great.
Yeah, first of all, what exactly is the organization, the Portland Wheelers?
So Portland Wheelers is an organization made up of 130 to 140 volunteers. Wow. That do bike rides for and with people who can't independently ride a bike. And that can be for any number of reasons. It could be age-related slowdown. It could be a traumatic brain injury. Any sort of disability that prevents them from safely and enjoyably riding a bike on their own.
Who came up with this concept?
Well, it was, it's sort of an international concept,
okay,
but the founder of Portland Wheelers discovered it on Nantucket. There was someone doing this sort of program on Nantucket and thought I should bring that here. And it started with one of the trikes, and now we have 14 or something like that. And we're out everywhere all the time, like all day, every day. We're somewhere doing rides.
So what made you guys want to do a festival now?
Well, I think part of it is that we're serving the people who know about us and that know these opportunities exist. Mm-hmm. One of the most interesting things, I think, is that a lot of people just think it's not for them. Like the idea of being on a bike, it's like, well, that wouldn't be for me. But there are so many ways now that people can be on a bike. And this is a great opportunity for people to find those out, whether it's entirely passive and you don't do any pedaling, or you can do some pedaling, or you can control your own ride. There's a whole list of ways that people can ride.
And speaking of that, on the website about the festival, it says you are celebrating cycling in all its forms. So what do you mean by that?
Well, you've seen the people on the road, right, that are just like in these packs and they're flying as fast as they can. And that is a form of cycling joy for some people, but that's not for everyone. So what is a bike that fits your ability and your need. It might be stability, whatever that is. So the idea that like people can be flying, going fast on the road, like really part of it, or you might have somebody that is just a commuter. That's how they bike. I have a cargo bike. I will ride it to the hardware store, pick up a couple of bags of garden soil and haul those home. And that's its own form of that cycling joy. So I think bringing all of it together and being like, we can all do this in the way that makes us happy.
Celebrating the diversity there.
Yeah.
So what can we expect on Sunday?
We can expect a lot of bikes. One of the things that I think is so great is that so counting us, there will be a few different groups there that will be doing demo rides. Oh. So like I mentioned, the whole spectrum of bikes and trikes that are available to people will be able to come and try those out and say, you know what, maybe biking is for me, and I just want to use one of these instead. So we'll have our trikes there for people to try. Bike On is coming up from Rhode Island, and they'll have a whole bunch of stuff, including hand cycles for people to try. Seacoast e-bikes will be there with just e-bikes. So maybe that's somebody's next move, is like, you know what, I like biking, but maybe it's time to move to the e-bike. So,
that was me.
Yeah, and I have an e-bike too, and I think it's great. And so
it's great on the hills.
It is, yeah. It levels the field for sure.
And one of those popular parts of the festival will more than likely be the bike parade. This is such a big deal. You guys have a decorating station, I guess, right, for folks to decorate their bikes.
Yeah, so there'll be a bike decoration station, and so people will be able to deck the bikes out. And Portland Bike Party is joining us for that. They have the music trailer, so we'll have the music playing while we're out on the parade route. And Baxter Boulevard is closed on Sunday to vehicle traffic, so we'll be able to wind down the Back Cove path, get on Baxter Boulevard, and just have the run of it.
Great.
Clara Brown, who's an elite cyclist, world champion, Paralympic medalist, she's going to lead the parade. She's going to be there with her medals and her cool bike.
Yeah.
So it's another way that biking is for everybody.
And did I see the Children's Museum is a part of it as well?
Yeah, they'll be there. They'll be doing some activities. We have a number of activities that'll be great for kids to be able to create things while there. And also, Maine Outdoor Kids is going to be there doing like a little urban bike riding session for kids, because there's a lot of different stuff. You're going to go from pavement to gravel to how do you manage, this kind of traffic situation. So there'll be some education in there too.
Yeah. Also, I read some food trucks, and by the way, it is absolutely free. What's a website folks can go to get more information?
Easiest place to go is bikingforeverybody.org. And while there, you go there, the first thing you'll see is a chance to win a bike from Cyclemania.
Oh, awesome.
So that's a good place to start.
And do people need to sign up for this or
They
register?
do
No?
not.
Okay.
So really we're about removing barriers, and so one of the things was, let's keep this entirely free, no registration and no competition. This is just a community event where we come out and celebrate cycling.
I hope you have great turnout.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Pete, thanks for going on. 10 a.m. Back Cove. Don't want to miss it.